Mic check. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, this was a very big surprise for me coming up to the races. Everyone was like, did you guys see the creek jump? I'm like,
don't you
creek jump? What are you talking about? Creek jump. Yeah. Oh gosh. This race goes along with the whole 2020 thing. It just flows right in with all the chaos this year. But here we go. We're off to a start. Oh yeah. Actually not too bad for, me. And what do we say before the race? Watch out for that first turn. Don't fall. Don't back up, everyone. And I just had too much speed coming up the hill. Just like always, here we go. Glad I wasn't the only one that made down in a little pit of doom. So, finally made it out. Getting going. It's actually, this video. So, it was 10.8 miles per lap. So, I just have like, and it was a very rough track. So, I got like a lot of different things going on. And my video, I think, was 45 minutes long originally, and I just had to start cutting down things. So what I ended up was maybe a 15 to 20 minute video of some race footage, and then I just literally took the rest of the footage, and if something exciting was going on, like me falling, someone else falling, someone stuck, I put in all those clips. So, you definitely want to watch this one to the end. I think it's been 2 or 3 years since I've been to Evergreen, and like some other tracks, they don't change much. And I kind of assumed that was going to be the same thing here, and I had rewatched my video, and said, okay, yeah, I kind of remember that track. Oh, here we go, watch this. Yeah, I'm trying to make up some spaces. Boom!
Well, that was
right in the back of that
fall.
that racer in front of me. Oh my gosh. That was one of my top 3 roughest falls that I've ever taken. I went to the ground and tumbled. Actually, while I was tumbling, I was thinking to myself, golly, should I stop by now? Oh, way too much speed. And shame on me. I should have walked more of the track, especially straight away or at the beginning of the track. Like literally as I was gunning it up, all I seen was straight away and it looked flat. And well, we caught a branch. Yeah, like I said, this is a 2020 race. This is my first race of the 2020 season, and oh boy, we're stuck here for a second. But yeah, so first race for the season. There's definitely some other tracks that are a little bit more, I don't know, say friendlier, not as much going on to beat you up. This one had plenty to beat me up, and I just had it in my mind that, you know what, if I can make it the whole race, then, that would be my little tiny bit of advantage against some of these other season guys who, every race there's always a DNF. So I was like, well, if I can at least finish the race, then I'll finish a little bit better than someone that quits early or DNFs. So
yeah,
I pushed hard the first lap, said, okay, I still got it in me, let's keep going. Second lap, I seen the white flag, and I was like, alright, I got one more lap in me. I know I can do it, I'll push it. And it was hard. I was getting wore out. My shoulders were burning. Oh my god. Finally get the checkered flag. And I'm like, woohoo, I got the checkered flag, alright. And I talked to a couple other people that ended up quitting early. I think Booster ended up quitting early. Something happened with Steve. I think he said he did like a lap and a half. And so I was all excited. Oh, okay, cool. You know, I'll finish in front of my fellow friends that we always, you know, talk smack back and forth. And especially Steve, he's been racing, you know, mostly all season, minus his a little crash and burn and injury that he had a couple weeks ago. And the results come out today. And I was like, way down at the bottom, but above the DNFs. And I'm like, what? Come on, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm looking. They only got me flagged or marked for 2 laps. So my second lap, they didn't get me. But there's a story behind that. Whenever I fell in that very beginning, not the first crash, the second crash, I ran into the back of that guy. My visor broke and was just hanging by a thread. So for most of the first lap, I just kept it hanging there. But then I was like, well, if I lose that, you know, I don't know, branch, whatever, then I'm not going to have my transponder. Then they're not going to be able to get me at all. So I had stopped, took a break, and broke off the visor and shoved it in my backpack. So my guess is that it wasn't reading good enough and they didn't catch it. And since I'm not in the points and I didn't stay after to check the results, I'm not even going to worry about it. It is what it is. But yeah, it was really nice to be back riding again. The biggest mistake though I made was taking off that left-hand rear brake. I've been riding my 250F up north and using the foot brake for, you know, like the last month or 2. Oh, here we go, watch this. Yeah. Now the 300 can tractor up here really good. And I got to the very top and I meant to hit the left-hand rear brake, and I hit the clutch. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the save!
I was trying to get those youngins to get out of my way. Both being firm, but yet polite.
Go! Go!
Come on.
Thank you, sir!
But, yeah, so I've been riding that 250F up north and been using the foot brake, not using the left-hand rear brake because it's not on that bike. And I was like, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to take it off. You know, I hate kind of having my clutch really high up in the air because I favor the left-hand rear brake. So I took it off and, oh yeah, this and that, you know, tooled around a field. Of course it feels good in a field. As soon as I get in here in all these spots that I just want to go and grab a little bit of brake, nope, I'm grabbing the clutch lever. Then I finally was getting that out of my system, but I'm just so used to anytime hitting the rear brake, just doing it up top and not having to worry about my feet. Oh my gosh. Almost like relearning how to race on a bike again. I didn't realize how much I use it. Oh, look it down in the creek. Someone had asked me if I seen the guy down in the creek, and I was like, no, I didn't see no one in the creek. Like, yeah, someone went down in the creek. So as I was watching my footage, I see the guy down there, and I was like, oh my god. I would have totally stopped and helped him out because I already knew that I basically was last in my class from all those falls that I had, and then I had stopped a couple other times to help some people because I knew the race was done, but I still wanted to come out and somewhat race and have fun. But, yep, there he was. I think he kind of blended in with that blue ribbon tape that they had. There's a whole bunch of times that out of the corner of my eye I see a little bit of blue ribbon tape and think it's a Yamaha somewhere. Oh, yeah, that arrow's off in the wrong direction there. Now, see, if you're a fast guy and you're, like, chasing those points, oh, you would just right over that bridge and probably been half-inch away from them and just, like, freaking smooth and fluid. Me, I was like, you know what? I'll get it on camera. I'm not in no rush. But kudos to the guy that was down in the creek helping him. I'm almost going to take a guess since how his bike's laying that they both might have crashed at the same time. The bridges a couple of the bridges got really sketchy. Like, one was so blew out that people were forming a line over, like, to the left of the bridge, not even going on it. And I think I hit that twice. The second time I hit it, though, it was getting deep and funky, and I was like, ooh. Nope, it wasn't this one. But this big old dip before and right after. Weather today was really good for, you know, anyone who's not there. It was probably about 65 or so. And if we had this like weird sunny, but then a little bit cloudy, you know, it just kind of was, and winds were blowing. I could see these clouds blow in, blow out, blow in, blow out. But weather was perfect. We got some rain the day before, and when I showed up, I was like, oh boy, I could see some puddles here and there, like on the drive up. And actually, when I left my house in the morning, it was completely wet out, raining. I was like, oh boy. But it was perfect. It made the track really tacky, and there's still some really dry, sandy sections that, you know, was out there. After that fall today, I like literally rolled everything. I don't know, it just really knocked my melon really good, and my shoulder freaking hurt. My left hip was hurting. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm still gonna race. It wasn't that painful enough to where I had to stop racing, but I could feel it over every bump, and I just wasn't in the mood to fall hard again. I fall. I tip over the bike a whole handful of times in here, but yeah, I wasn't in the mood. It just takes out of you sometimes. And my, I think my front wheel's crooked or something. Something's crooked up front, so I still have to take apart everything and get it back straightened out. I'm not sure if it's just the fender that got shoved over or it's the actual tire that got front, pushed over. But something's crooked up there. I think it's the wheel though, because whenever I first got back on the bike after riding, I could feel it in the handlebars. It felt like the handlebars were to the right and the wheels to the left.
Let's come up.
But it's a really nice track. Oh my gosh. I believe it's like a private property, not like a motorcycle club, so they don't have it every year. But whenever they do have it, oh my gosh, so nice. It was so nice, even a booster made it out. But I can tell you, I was definitely not in shape for this race. Oh my gosh. It just, my body's aching at this moment. It's probably going to ache for the rest of the week. And I guess it's a little bit from the fall, and it's a little bit from just, you know, normal first race of the season, out of shape fatigue. So
that's about it.
I did cut out most of the slow sections for you guys because, oh my gosh, you would think I was trail riding, picking berries, and doing a sightseeing tour at some of the speeds I was doing, but I was just freaking tired. I was pushing myself to keep going, but I was tired.
But this is my first race.
Nope, I think I'm making excuses right now.
I am kind of glad I'm racing my own race right now. I seem to be used to the crooked handlebars.
Ah, see, I'm getting used to the crooked handlebars. Kind of like one of those things if you...
I keep wanting to grab the clutch.
Yeah, I already told them that. Like, when I used to ride BMX, I was so used to my crank being bent from always landing down on jumps with my feet in the same position. Right foot up front, left foot in the back. And I got on someone else's bike one time. I was like, man, your forks feel, or no, your cranks feel funny. And they're like, really? And then he got on my bike. He's like, man, yours are bent. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I said, man, I've been riding those for so long that I didn't even notice. Alright, so here's scoring coming up. Whoop, whoop. Oh, lap number 2, I hit that corner of that pine tree right in my shoulder. That felt good. Alright, there it goes, lap 1. I think it looks like my little titles ended up off. I probably moved something around and didn't edit those. So you'll probably see coming up in like 10 minutes, it will say, lap 1! We got 2 more races coming up for the Hare Scramble season. One's at Battle Creek, which Battle Creek is always really nice. Nice enduro section, nice motocross section. And then we got I think maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, we got one in Portland. Portland has oh, there we go, lap 1. Just a tad bit late there. But yeah, so then we got Portland. Yeah, the softness got to me. Guys, check out that Mako 360. Oh, I think that blue color was a good choice. I originally was going to get, I thought about silver, or sorry, not silver, orange. But I have orange triple clamps, and I just kind of thought, it's probably too much orange up top. And I said, you know what, I'll just go with black. You know, black can go with anything. If I ever change anything on the bike, black blends in really nice. And they were out of stock on everything besides the blue. And I was like, well, you know, I do got blue on the bike. I think the blue looked good. And then I ordered the blue. Then I get an email like a day or 2 later. Oh, sorry, our inventory was off. But we'll still keep your order in and should be coming out soon. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, you know what? I was going to be happy with the blue. I'll still be happy and wait. And like a day later, it shipped out. But now that I see it in the video, it definitely looks really, really nice. Very happy with it. And speaking of happy, I think part of the reason I was able to finish this race might be a little bit to the Mako 360 up there because, oh man, you guys who weren't there would not believe the amount of roots and just bumps and everything that I was going over that, oh, my shoulders were just getting beat so bad. And if I was able to go in a field and kind of pull up on the bars and feel them move, you can literally feel them move just a little bit. I bet those bad boys were just moving back and forth going over all these jumps and bumps. And since my shoulders and carpal tunnel is already there, it just had to help me out. Plus I do like the lighter weight because flex bars are kind of heavy, so I don't know. I guess if you spend a good amount of money on them, you better be happy with them. You guys can check out the Enduro Engineering handguards. I've been a Cyclo Pro Bend user. Oh man, since I think I bought my first KTM, so maybe about what 3-4 years ago on that 200, and love my Pro Bends. Well, once I got rid of the flex bars, the way that the standard Pro Bends bolt up the handlebars, I just really couldn't get them on. All my brake hoses and hydraulic hoses and everything was in the way. So I was like, alright, let's go with these Enduro Engineering ones. I bought those for my 250F up north, and they bolted in perfect. But these aren't your standard ones. These are the Evolution 2 Enduro Engineering handguards. They got just the mount is different. It goes to handlebars, and it like has more kind of like an L kind of thing, so it goes underneath your hoses and stuff. Yeah, see, I can see someone slipping off that. I was close, and it was a slip and turn. But yep, so great design, great product. Very happy with it. I was getting a little sloppy before that hill climb there. Yeah, roots, I'm fighting roots. Slip and slide.
Man. Right.
Oh, those guys are cool. They're clapping every time everyone around the corner. It's always nice. I'll tell you what. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Didn't want to do that. Then I thought, yeah, I'll just gun it through it. Well, I didn't gun it through it too hard because the skid plate and frame already bottomed out. And I learned my lesson from before with just spinning it and not freaking pushing hard as hell. So I lifted out the back tire, and let's see if I got it out. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, I'm doing that. They had some bypass up here where the guy flagged this guy right here going through the woods. And I think they must have closed off that section because I never hit that section again with those 2-3 deep ruts. And I was always like watching for them because I was afraid that they were going to, you know, come up and get stuck again. Yeah, just sightseeing. I think we're getting into the clip area. Yeah, we probably are. So check out those ruts to the left. I just put down my foot to get some footing as I went up, and whoop, I just slipped right on down. That's one thing with dirt bike boots. They're really not made all that much for walking around. You know, they generally have a halfway flat base on them, and I don't know. They remind me of ski boots. You stuck. Oh, oh gosh. I have never ever boiled over on this bike. Never ever had an issue at all with coolant and temperatures. Well, lo and behold, from doing all that putting around, I boiled over, I think, 2 or 3 times. Like one time I was just doing fine, and as soon as I shut off the bike, must have stopped flowing that coolant with the water pump and just whoosh. I was like, oh boy, here we go. I got some freaking engine ice at home and a fan kit that I've had for like half a year. And I was like, you know what, I'll just wait till later. You know, I was working on other stuff on the bike with the bar mounts and changed the bar mounts, the handlebars, and the wraparounds. Yeah, the guy over to the right, I think he just lost a place taking that, but you can see, pretty aggressive to get around. When there's a backup, those fast riders, they find a way around really, really quick. And it might not look like a good line, but they go through so dang quick. And actually, they did form a line on my last lap over to the right. And I didn't have to hit this, which is good, because you can see me struggling there. Let this guy through. Look at that. Oh, professional. Get back to my foot. Yep, this is definitely clip mode. Let's see what we got next. I did a quick edit on this. Oh, I heard someone gunning up on me. This is the way, one of the ways, get over for a fast guy. Find a good spot that's safe for you, and they can get by safe also. If I have a better spot where I can still keep rolling, I prefer to keep rolling. Yeah, that's what my bike is doing.
You alright? She's hot. Yeah, looks like it.
Yep, she was hot. But yeah, any rookies out there that don't really know the best way to get let someone pass them and they're feeling stressed out because they're riding your ass, revving their engine, just go in.
You stuck?
There's Dave's daughter. Yep, here we go. That might have been my first boil over, or second.
Hot too.
But I do have stock fluid in there, and I have the stock rad cap, so they make a higher PSI, which I believe they call it a bar.
You Dave's daughter?
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. All right, let's get the ass end out first. Right?
I'm not sure if she's on the 125 or 85 or 150. I don't know. It felt really light in the back end. That's why I was like, ooh, I like this.
Keep going.
You want to take it?
Yeah, I can take it. Woo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, those roots were crazy here. Oh my
This is gnarly
gosh.
section.
Remind me of something that if you were like, I don't know, in a horror movie and the veins or sorry, the roots are going to come out of the ground and get you. These were all over the place. But anyways, yeah, back to passing. If you're a slower rider like me, or hey, even if you're a B-class rider, those A-class riders coming up on you. Well, you guys already know. But anyways, for C-class riders, you get someone faster coming through, you're getting lapped. Just find a good spot, get over to the side, let them roll on by. They'll be happy, you'll be happy. If you're stuck in a tight wood section, just ride it out as long as you can until you can get over. But I'll tell you what, besides dropping my bike right now, be careful when you get over. My first year or two of getting over, I thought I would get over in a bad spot, and I ended up like screwing myself. Straight into a log, straight to the ground. Over to some whatever that I didn't see, straight to the ground. Or just set myself up to a bad spot, and then it's hard to get back out. You know, just because I'm trying to be courteous, let them by. We had, I think we had 2 trees like this. You had to duck down pretty good. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I can only imagine if I had someone behind me recording all this of me just going slow and falling for random reasons. It's a welcome back to racing course. That's what it was. The biggest, brightest thing I can say is I was able to see a lot of the guys that I race with and, you know, their families, and was able to go out and have some fun, and I finished the race. And that was the highlights of everything. The course was great, friends and family are great, my riding was subpar. Oh!
What's up, bud?
I was like, go ahead, go. I was like, oh.
Oh, you again, huh?
It's you again. I should have just parked my bike right up on that wall. And he's showing us how to cross that lawn. This time I just leave my bike running. For someone, I think Dave says she usually races the morning class.
Unless you're taking a break.
And I don't know if they do the same course as this one, but she said he said that she wanted to race the afternoon class, and I think this track might have been a little bit more than what she was expecting. In the heat of the moment, I didn't realize this was even an electric start bike. I was like,
here, go ahead, give it a kick.
Kick it. She's like, what?
Huh?
Go ahead, kick it.
It's electric.
Oh, duh. You're over here.
Oh. And I switched my E-start on the other side, so starting it with the E-start on the throttle side was a little,
You're welcome. Clutch
you know,
in.
not normal for me,
Okay.
but we got it.
You're welcome. Go.
Watch this.
Tell Dave he owes me one.
Huh?
Tell Dave he owes me one.
I got it.
Yep, she got it. All right, I got it. Let me get to my bike.
Ah, boy.
Oh gosh. Imagine if my son was a racer. That would have been him right there. Dad, I got it. Dad, just leave the bike alone. And I'll turn around and be down on the ground. Look how tight this was. I was like, woo-wee. And look how slow I'm going through. I bet some of those fast riders were just blowing through that thing.
All right.
I see this guy right here.
yeah.
Don't know his name.
Have
At
fun.
like every race or all the races.
Ditch jump there too. I know you can.
Ah, he
I'll
told me
do
go
it.
ahead and jump the
Maybe.
ditch. Oh gosh. I actually thought that I was gonna maybe attempt to ditch jump, because sometimes I'll say, oh yeah, I'm not gonna jump that, but then I end up like coming right up to it and realize, oh, there's the ditch jump. Okay, am I gonna jump it or am I gonna hit the bypass? And sometimes if I have good speed and I'm feeling confident, I'll just gun it and hope for the best. And this time they had a big old Y up there with, hey, you're going on the bridge or you're going to the creek jump. So you kind of really knew which way you should be going. And yeah, so I had the decision to be like, yeah, no, I'm taking it safe, especially after I crashed today. Oh man. And creek jump, because it rained, like the landing pad area to me looked a little bit looked kind of muddy. Yeah, look at everyone watching, see all the jumpers.
No, I ain't jumping that thing.
No, sorry to let you guys down, not jumping it. But yeah, I seen Talon, someone posted up a video, and he did a super clean jump over it. And I was like, alright, yeah, that's cool. And then Chris, he had someone post a video, and he had a good jump, overshot it a little bit, and he kind of landed in that soft, muddy area that I was thinking of. And I could see his bike get squirrely there for a second. I was like, oh boy, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen to me. But I would end up like freaking sliding and then falling, and everyone would be right there. Oh my gosh. I just figured two things was going to happen. One, I would somehow come up short, and I think there was boulders and rocks inside the riverbed there, and I'd end up falling in that. Two, I'll overshoot it or hit that muddy spot and just then totally screw up my landing. Three, I guess I'll add a bonus for you. Oh, here comes 002. Ken said that if you jump straight off that jump, that it's on an angle. The landing pad was on a little bit of an angle, and that would kind of make you land far right on the landing pad or off into the weeds. And since I didn't really eyeball it, I definitely wasn't going to go and pull another blind jump and end up landing somewhere I didn't want to. Oh man. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything that hurts on my body today. Like inside my legs, where you use your muscle to lift up your legs, totally kill me. My whole left leg is bruised up from the fall. Both my shoulders hurt. Yep, here's my completely 5-minute late title. And I probably rolled my neck pretty good, because like from my neck to my shoulders, like really hurt. So yeah, bruised up. Battle Creek's in a week. I'm not gonna say yes, and I'm not gonna say no, because there's the jump I crashed. Because you just never know. I can literally get all motivated and feel halfway decent, able to compete, you know, by Friday, race Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. What did I do? Oh, I hear someone coming up on me. See, I'm courteous, but I'm also this courteous of stopping because I know I am like really far behind everyone, so it's not even worth it for me to worry about getting over in a good spot where I can keep rolling and not lose much time. And this was kind of tight. There wasn't many good spots to do that here.
Should have been the first time.
Oh god, I hate this. Yep. Golly.
I seen that one coming.
Mr. Craig sent me an image to go look.
Well, John,
yeah, that's a bad spot. That root, man, just went right down. And I knew it was there too. Sent me a 2020 Shelby Mustang hand-built. Takes 2 years, 285,000. A 1967 throwback. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Actually, I didn't order my neck brace yet because I think I'm gonna order 2 O-rings for the head just in case I blew a head gasket. I don't think I did. I think it's just overflowing from the radiator. But I'd hate to like get everything back together and realize that I need to change the. Yeah, because I can't even see where it's coming from. It's coming from the right side of the bike though. That's where the cap's at. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Too much putting.
Yep, too much putting, not enough airflow. That fan kit would have definitely helped out. And shoot, engine ice on top of that, even better.
I did top off the radiator. No airflow.
No airflow. No. Might just take a break in the woods here. Yeah, I think I took a break. Nothing too exciting. I can see we're getting to the end of the video. Oh, so here we are. I can't even see it on this small little screen, but you can see where I got the 2 laps, but really I got 3, and then there's the 3 people. And if I look at the times of when I finished, when they finished, what does it look like? I might have been 16th, 17th. I can't see. It's too small in my video editing software. But that's it. I'm back. It might be the end of the season. I did lose my 418 number. I'm now officially pony down. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen.